What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Again, expected moves. Stock market expected moves. I thought I had a pretty sweet, pretty normal intro, but I completely forgot it. But in this video, we're going to draw out the expected moves for the week. For the stock markets, we're going to look at IWM, QQQ, SPY, or those are the ETFs at least. Kind of see what market makers are pricing in. I don't know if I really have an opinion on this week. I'm still short the dollar. I'm hoping that breaks down. If it pops up, going to add. As far as the indexes go, we got left at an awkward spot, and let's just blow this up. Make it exaggerated so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So bear flag or reversal. Often people don't say the full term. Maybe I coined it, but it's when I say it, it's bear flag or reversal because they will look the same. If you're bearish, you got a bearish mindset. Of course, you're gonna say bear flag because why would you look at an opposing thing? It's much more comfortable to sit in an echo chamber and just listen to other people spit your same ideas. But then again, if you're bullish, you're thinking high or low. There we go. It looks like a great spot for a high or low. So we kind of let that pan out. So we'll watch. This is actually Friday's close right here. So futures opened up a little bit red. So Friday we had a little bit down. We had a jobs report, PMI. I forget what else there was. But anyway, we saw some reaction off of it. So we have our lows, we have our highs, and I think breaking just this would be kind of our answer. I don't think we break this and then hold this right here. Like maybe, but I think if we break that, we're already headed our way down. I wouldn't really worry too much about that being a support. We break Friday's lows. This is my alert down here to check that out. Now, if it does get to this alert, we're gonna talk about this on Don Fran's show where I do go live. But this is an alert to buy the dip. If this does go off, I'm gonna catch the knife. But I'm also expecting a lower high. So I'll probably just bounce that, play that intraday. Look for a short opportunity. But let's grab that. Tesla. I really have no interest in catching any knives on Tesla or any of the big tech right now. Not that I'm short them. I do own enough of them. But done catching these knives. So if there was any like advice or takeaway, it's chill on your favorite tech stocks. Like, do you own enough? Are you fully aware of how much further they can go down? As cool as those bullish stories are, I love Meta. I can probably sell you on the idea of buying Meta. Is that really what you should be doing right now? There's a reason I'm not, by the way. Let's pull this up real quick. What are we on? Tesla, 1489. So let's talk about SPY, 1175. Let's run down. QQQ, we got 1036. Let's turn and burn through these. 657. Let's go. All right, so 1489. We're not even pricing in a break of that. It's interesting. Goes to the 11th. So I will say, if you've been in a lot of like just stocks in general, you kind of never left behind your Robinhood account. You've never branched off of that. I did a video. It's unlisted, so it's just for YouTube members and my mentorship group. But I'm going to go ahead and just make it. I'm not going to make it public. There's not going to be a notification. It's going to be on the Don Fran show. Go to my YouTube channel. Go to the community tab, community center, community something. And in there, you can see it's like, that's where I can make a post for you to read. I'm gonna post the link in there. So as long as you have the link, you can view it. But I go over just in general asset classes. For instance, the SPX was one, and I'm talking about so we talk about forex, a little bit about crypto, and then stocks, futures, and then stock options and futures options, and just kind of the best way. It's a conversation to bring to light a little bit more capital efficiency. Like, what's the best way to spend your money? SPX was one of them. So we talked about buying 50 shares. We can buy 50 shares of SPX. It costs around $180,000. Hang on, this was 657. Or you can buy an options contract at the money, 50 deltas. It costs you about $6,000. You can buy the futures contract, which is $11,000. But did you hear what I just said? Controlling all the same, your options are 180,000 or 6,000. And some of you guys just never got off your Robinhood account, and all you're stuck to is just buying stocks. You can't even short stocks. So you're probably having a lot of trouble in a market like this. Because this market has sucked. And really, the conversation I'm having with my group is get back to the basics. I don't want to hear good news is bad and bad news is good, because that tells me you're still worried about dumb stuff. Quit trying to play the news. News is just a conversation piece, that's all. It's fun to try to guess where they're going, what excuses they're about to lay out. But that's literally all that ever is. You're not going to beat the news. You don't know about it before anyone else. You're the last person to find out. So that money's already been made. It's already been moved. It's a worthless thing to chase, in my opinion. So anyway, I just want to bring it to attention that there's other things to do, especially if you're under PDT. Futures, a pretty decent way to go. If you're an option seller, futures options, they get tax benefits. Now that's my newest thing as far as futures options. I kind of wish I would have looked into it a long time ago, but no time to start like the present. So something I have been doing. I've been selling a lot of like just oil puts. So tax benefits, I will lock up less capital, I will make more money and pay less in taxes. Talk about a win across the board. All right, S&P. All right, to the 11th. What are we pricing it over here? So almost went for that 2 spot. Reined it back in. Interesting. And this is kind of just a good example of when we get out here, we're going for the 2 spot, well, we're reining it back in. It doesn't have to, but like just like right here, we flirted with it, and then we just at the end brought it right back in. This is where market makers are pricing in risk. This is what they have accounted for and hedged for. So it's getting outside here. We've got an extra player on the board, right? It's you. Right, and again, it's you and market movers inside here. When we get outside these moves, now it's you, the market movers, and the algos from market makers hedging different bets, different positions. So one more play on the board. So I'm not talking about the VIX when I say the volatility gets a little bit of a kick up. But there you have it. I don't know if, not that it doesn't matter when I say we're pricing in a lower high or a lower low. Like ease up on that. But I do kind of like to just see a quick little visual. All right, anyway, let's wrap it up here. Hopefully I'll see you guys on Don Fran's show. And if you're watching football tonight, hopefully your favorite team wins. Or your fantasy football people do more than mine do. Anyway, I'll wrap it up here. Hit the subscribe button. If you guys are interested in my mentorship group, that is the Patreon link down below. Right now, we are actually going through my course. So I have a trading suite, which you can get. But every Thursday, we're playing a video from that, and we're breaking it down in detail and answering any questions. So if that is of interest to you, this is the time to do that, because not only will you watch the course, you're going to watch it with me. So if something's not clear, we're going to clear it up. Again, that's the Patreon link down below. Everything else, subscribe, thumbs up, all the cool stuff YouTubers say. And I'll see you guys in the next video.